For years, the royal family has tried to maintain a calm exterior as tension between Prince William and Prince Harry simmered beneath the surface. But now the conflict they've tried to hide has erupted into something impossible to ignore. In a shocking turn, Prince William has finally broken his silence, and his words have detonated like a bomb across the royal world. After months of strategic leaks, emotional interviews, subtle jabs, and behind-the-scenes power plays, the brothers who once symbolized unity and modern monarchy are now locked in a standoff that threatens to overshadow everything the firm has tried to rebuild. The stage is set, the stakes are higher than ever, and this time, the world is witnessing a royal showdown unlike anything in recent history. The breaking point didn't come out of nowhere. This was a slow burn ignited by years of resentment, accusations, and public betrayals. Insiders say the palace has been privately bracing for a moment like this since Harry's memoir, Spare, took aim directly at William, painting him as cold, controlling, and emotionally distant. But while William stayed silent publicly, refusing to validate the drama, the pressure behind palace walls was building. Every new headline, every new Netflix project, every new interview pushed William closer to a moment he could no longer avoid. And now, with Harry making new moves that directly challenge the royal institution, William's patience has officially run out. The spark that ignited this latest explosion came from Harry himself, who reportedly made a move that blindsided the royal family at the worst possible time. According to sources close to the palace, Harry attempted to reopen conversations about his future role in the UK, not as a working royal, but as a part-time presence with influence, visibility, and public engagements. This proposal, which came without warning and without Meghan's direct involvement, stunned senior aides who saw it as both unrealistic and deeply damaging to the royal family's attempts to move forward. The timing, the tone, and the expectation all collided to create the exact backlash Harry had hoped to avoid. When William heard about Harry's request, he didn't wait for advisors, committees, or palace strategists to compose a diplomatic statement. He responded swiftly, firmly, and according to insiders, with a level of frustration he has kept bottled up for years. His message was clear. The monarchy is not a revolving door. William reportedly stated that Harry made his choice, walked away, and cannot now expect to slip back into public life when convenient. For the first time, William articulated what many inside the firm have been whispering privately. Harry's actions have consequences, and the stability of the monarchy outweighs the desires of one individual, even if that individual is his brother. The rest of the royal family's reaction was a mix of disappointment, exhaustion, and a quiet sense of inevitability. King Charles, already dealing with health struggles and attempts to maintain a calm public image, saw this clash coming long ago. Camilla reportedly urged Charles to remain neutral, while Princess Anne and Prince Edward backed William's stance without hesitation. Even Queen Elizabeth's former advisors, those who lived through the Diana years, the Sussex exit, and every scandal in between, agreed that William's decisive response was necessary. The message from the wider family was united. Enough is enough. Meghan, meanwhile, is said to be furious, not necessarily at the palace, but at Harry himself for reopening wounds she believed were finally starting to close. After years of intense media scrutiny, emotional interviews, and a turbulent relocation to the US, Meghan reportedly believed the couple had moved beyond the need for royal approval. Harry's attempt to reconnect with the institution threatened to drag her back into the same cycle of criticism and speculation she worked so hard to escape. Insiders say she felt blindsided, exposed, and once again caught in a conflict she never wanted to revisit. The moment William's message leaked, public reaction exploded. British audiences largely applauded his firm stance, calling it overdue and necessary to protect the monarchy. Meanwhile, American audiences appeared divided. Some saw William as the responsible steward of the crown, while others viewed him as inflexible and cold. Social media erupted with hashtags, debates, and passionate commentary, reigniting the years-long divide between Team Sussex and Team Wales. But one thing was clear. The brothers' feud was no longer a quiet family issue, it was a global spectacle. Internationally, the situation created ripple effects none of them could ignore. Royal commentators across Europe framed the showdown as a defining moment for the future of the Commonwealth, while media in Australia and Canada questioned whether Harry's return was ever realistic. In the US, entertainment shows and political panels alike dissected every angle, turning the conflict into a cultural flashpoint about loyalty, family boundaries, and public responsibility. The tension between William and Harry instantly became front-page news from London to Los Angeles. Behind palace doors, William's decision signaled a shift in power that had been building quietly for months. As Charles steps back from many duties due to health concerns, William has been preparing to assume more leadership, both publicly and privately. His firm stance against Harry's proposal was not just emotional, it was strategic. He wanted to make it clear that under his leadership, the monarchy will not bend to personal whims or emotional appeals. This was a declaration of authority, a message to the public, and a warning to Harry all at once. Harry's response to William's hard line was reportedly a mix of shock, hurt, and a grim realization that the door he hoped to reopen has been slammed shut. Those close to him say he didn't expect William to react so forcefully. He believed that, at the very least, the family would consider some form of compromise. But the bluntness of William's message made it clear. There is no path back, not now, not later, not while William is stepping into his role as the future king. The emotional weight of that reality hit Harry harder than he anticipated. This confrontation isn't just a sibling rivalry, it's a turning point for the monarchy. William wants stability, strength, and structure. Harry represents unpredictability, media volatility, and emotional storytelling. The clash between those visions shapes not only the monarchy's public image, but its survival strategy for the next generation. William's refusal to compromise signals a royal institution protecting itself from further chaos, even if it means sacrificing reconciliation. With William taking a definitive stand and Harry processing the consequences of his attempt to return, the tension between the brothers has reached a point of no return. The battle lines are drawn, the media is circling, and insiders say the next few months will determine whether their relationship can be salvaged, or if this royal rift becomes permanent. Every move from this point forward will be scrutinized, analyzed, and magnified. The silence is over. The gloves are off. And the facade of royal unity has shattered once again as Prince William's decisive stance sends shockwaves through the monarchy and the world. This isn't just a feud. It's a defining moment for the future of the royal family. With Harry stunned, Meghan furious, and William stepping into his role with bold authority, the royal showdown has officially begun. And if this explosive chapter is any indication, the next one will be even more dramatic.